platform, the main platform at Astana, sorry not Astana, Almaty 2 train station. This is the station where I'm going to get the 16-hour train to Astana from. Now, it's going to be a long one, so it's actually about 9:45 now. Train doesn't leave for an hour, but I say it's going to be about 16 hours, I think. So it's not going to, well, it's going to get there mid-afternoon, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's going to be a long one, but I've done that before. I've done actually longer trains. I did a journey from, did one journey from where was it? Agra to Mumbai. It was about 27 hours. Should have been like 23 or something like that, but it was a bit late. So 16 hours isn't too bad, and it's basically saving money on a night hotel and flights. I've booked a first class cabin. I actually booked both beds in the first class cabin, so I've got it all to myself. It was about £32-33 for each bed, so I thought I'd just book them both, have some complete privacy. And and with all the fees, about £75, so that's pretty good value. I have bought some supplies, some Fanta, a couple of bottles of water, a couple of bits of that sort of flatbread I have over here, and some Pringles and Bounty and some sweets. I don't know what it's going to be like on the train, so just in case. It's like it's not brilliant still, it's just holding out, so hopefully it'll be okay going in for the rest of this journey. So I've got about an hour to kill. The board hasn't shown the platform for the train yet, but these platforms are quite short, so I think you can actually walk across them. I'm not sure. There are steps anyway, so we'll see. So I've got about an hour to go, and then we'll be on the train. This is my first class cabin. As you can see, it's got a decent amount of space, got my own wash basin, there's 2 beds here, looking pretty comfortable. Weirdly, I was just filming outside in the corridor just to get someone moving in, and they said no photo, no video, and they made me delete it. So maybe it's because I was filming in the corridor rather than just in the room. I don't know. I can't believe they won't let me take photos in the room while I'm here. So it's probably just in the corridor because that's more of a public space, which I guess is, it's fair enough. So this is my room for the night. I'll have a look at the rest of the train, see if I can get some sneaky snaps in. But yeah, it's going to be 16-ish hours, 16-ish hours to get to Astana. Actually, it was hardly any time waiting. I just had a little short wander around the station, took some footage, sat down in the waiting room, and in a couple of minutes the platform came up. So yeah, it's all pretty efficient right now. Got on the train pretty quickly. Yeah, all good. So it's got about 40 minutes until the train leaves. So I'm just going to settle down, get myself sorted. I won't be up much late because it's nearly 11 o'clock. It's just gone 10 o'clock now. 11 by the time we leave. So yeah, looking forward to the next 16 hours on this train. bar. There's actually what I thought was a restaurant was actually a bar, and there's a restaurant on the other side of it. So that was great. Just had a couple of beers. Got a chance to some guy, younger guy than me. I guess he's in his 30s, called Addy. Very interesting guy actually. He shared some of this. It's like a snack. I think it was called Kurt. It's like sort of dried milk with salt. It comes in. It's almost like in croutons, or what Americans call tater tots, that sort of size. But it's just sort of dried milk. It's a very dry beer snack. Very dry, very salty. I wasn't that keen on it, but he was offering it for me, so I had a couple of bits of it. It took me a while to drink. He said it's really good with beer, but that's probably because you have to drink beer to get it down here. And someone else was offering this other thing. I can't remember the name of it, but they're like donuts, but they were diamond shaped, and they didn't have any filling in them. And they were great as well. So everyone was sharing all this stuff. It was really nice. Chatted to Addy, very interesting guy. He works in IT. He sort of said he worked sort of with, I guess, sort of the Kazakh equivalent of like MI6, or he says CIA. Obviously, you got to take that stuff with a pinch of salt. I've got no reason to think he's lying. He did talk about something he was involved with where they managed to bring down some like drug factories and get some people put away for a long time. That sounds reasonable. But the thing he told me about his life was Jesus Christ. So he asked me about relationships, blah blah blah. And he told me he'd been single for 5 years. His last girlfriend, the reason why they'd split up was because he'd found out she had actually been working as an escort. Wow. So okay, you think that's bad enough, but then she tried to murder him by poisoning his cognac with sedatives. He was actually in a coma for 3 days, and at one point dead for 4 minutes. Yeah, I thought my last situation was, well, I thought I'd been, well, that was bad enough, but Jesus Christ, this guy had it really bad. So, Christ, he seemed quite, he saw the bright side of it. Apparently she escaped to Dubai, and the authorities did some negotiating, and they sent her back after a month, and she ended up going to prison. You think she was released like last year, so she did about 4 years for attempted murder, I guess it was. He also apparently was a former Kazakh sort of champion cage fighter, and won a bronze medal in like an Asian cage fighting tournament, and had been stabbed 3 times. 3 times. Twice in the stomach and once in the leg by some various gangs. So this guy seems to live a life. Again, obviously, some of these stories that people tell, you have to take with a pinch of salt, especially the more outlandish they are. But some people just have bad luck, and there's no reason. I don't see any reason for him to lie. I mean, he wasn't desperately trying to impress me. There's no reason for him to impress me. So I think it's telling the truth. Is a very interesting guy, really nice guy, really nice guy. He's given me his number, so if I need any help, I can reach out to him. I had a couple of beers, and that was it. So thank you very much, Addy, for the Kurt, and whoever else had that Kazakh type donut. I've forgotten the name. I've completely forgotten. I'll find out tomorrow. So it's just gone midnight. The train is actually very comfortable. When it set off, it was almost didn't feel it. Everything's very clean, very very comfortable. I'm gonna get myself sorted now and get my head down for a few hours sleep. I might put my earplugs in as well, although it probably won't make a difference considering the train is rocking, but it's not rocking that bad. It's quite a modern train. It's not some rickety old thing that people might wrongly expect from this part of the world. So it's time for me to say good night, and I'll see you all in the morning. morning. It's just gone 9 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, and we are well on our way to Astana, Nur-Sultan, or whatever it's called these days. And I actually had a pretty decent sleep. Obviously, the train's rocking, lots of weird noises. A couple of times I actually thought somebody was in the room because of the shh. I actually thought someone was shushing me for some reason. It was a little odd. But yeah, it was a comfortable night's sleep. This room's very clean, it's spacious, the air conditioning is pretty good. Definitely worth taking this trip. We're currently going through some of the most desolate landscape I've ever seen in my life. Just the last hour, it's just been the steppes, just the vast plain of grasslands with the occasional sort of small mountain and the distance. I've just been in the restaurant car, had a couple of cups of coffee, had a look at the menu, obviously without the wireless internet, which wasn't on the train. I can't translate the menu, but that's fine because the breakfasts I've had here have been sort of, the fried eggs have been quite runny and the sausages are weird. So I'm not there. I'm not worried. I've got a couple of these things, these flatbreads, so that'll keep me going. And in terms of the translating the menus anyway, I checked and at the moment got no signal on the phone, so it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. So it's no big deal. I came prepared. So it's 9 o'clock. I've got another 6 hours on this train. So I'm going to try and keep myself busy. Got a book. I've got some writing I need to do. But it's actually really nice, really comfortable, really pleasant. The train is going pretty fast. They're doing about 100 kilometers an hour at the moment. And yeah, so another 6 and a bit hours to go, and we'll be in Astana. just arrived in Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan. Behind me is my hotel. We're going to spend the next 3 nights. The train journey was fantastic. It was great, and I've just got a taxi here. Another one of the taxi touts, so it's probably a bit more expensive, but I'm here. He got me around some of the road works. There was a little bit of confusion around where I needed to go, but it was no problem. He got me here, got me pretty much to the front door. And so I'm just going to go and check into my hotel, and then I'm going to see what I'm going to do for the next couple of days. Here I am in my room in Astana, in the Hotel Bortokoz in Astana. It's a really nice room. It's very old school, very retro. That's one of the reasons why I picked it, was because it's so old-fashioned looking, very much in that Soviet style, even though this building is actually quite modern. And the whole city is completely modern. It was built long after the Soviet Union collapsed as a purpose-built city. Haven't really explored anything yet. One criticism of this hotel, though, is the Wi-Fi is absolutely appalling. There's one for the ground floor, or first floor, I should say, at the bottom, and there's one for my floor, the second floor. And I don't know if it's just my room, because my room is sort of tucked up, one of these 2 rooms that's sort of tucked away, but there's almost no signal, and it keeps crashing out. It's really, really bad. I mean, I know you could say, well, it's the architecture. Well, this is a new building, so I'm not sure you can't really blame sort of 100-year-old architecture and big, thick walls for that. It's just terrible Wi-Fi. And this doesn't seem like a very busy hotel at the moment either, so can't really blame traffic. It's just dreadful, dreadful Wi-Fi. So it's something I'm going to have to put up with, I think. Anyway, it's actually very pleasant at the moment. On the train up, you never really, the temperature measurements never really got above 25. When I came out, it was actually quite bearable. So I think the next few days in Astana is actually going to be quite pleasant and livable. So yeah, I'm going to sort of chill out for the rest of the night. There's some places to go and eat locally. There's actually a banker bar next door. There was a banker bar in Almaty, so that's also a bit of a chain. And that's actually quite a nice place. I might go there for something to eat later, but we'll see. So I'm gonna sort of chill out for a bit. Maybe I can watch some YouTube if the Wi-Fi holds out, and we'll see. Speak to you later.